don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good.
Hey, what's up? Hello, everybody. Dean Teeter in the fucking house. 10-man Rebby. Hello, Rebby. Blade. Jesse. All the regulars. Barry even. What's up, Barry? Barry, I actually just talked to Tommy. I will not say any time frame, but they're going to do various activities. It's not my place to tell a timeline of events. You know, I'm not that guy. No. Leave that for some other content creator or restreamer, right? Leave that for some other idiot. We will be going live to Tommy this evening. When? Exactly where? Don't take this the wrong way, but it's none of your business or my business. And certain people don't need to know that. So he's busy right now for the next couple hours. And I have, of course, you see Ben Bankus up here. We have several things planned. We have some T-Sply. We have some Cartier family. We have some Cash Jordan. We have some liberal hive mind. We have a lot of things to get into. I know it was crazy this afternoon, and I don't want to. Hello, Polly. Everybody say hi to Polly and make her feel uncomfortable. Now, I do know that several people asked me if I was going to be streaming this afternoon. I know it was craziness, but look, let me be honest with you, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straight up with all of you. I can't stream nonstop all the time. I have a kid. I have other responsibilities. But, you know, when friends like MGD Gaming, when friends like Tommy Temper, shout out to Tommy Temper, when guys like that are live, right, with the coverage, I don't need to go in there and step on their toes and take some. I don't want to do that. I have a set schedule. Certain people that I know have created schedules the opposite of me so that everybody's happy. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into it. We got lots of stuff to watch. Hello to Rumble. South Dakota is in the house over on Rumble. We are live right now on YouTube and Rumble. When we go to the IRL Portland stuff, we will be, of course, turning off the YouTube because apparently, news to me, I haven't really been affected, but apparently there is a series of reportings going on. I have nothing to do with that, but I've just been told to be careful, but I don't, you know, if you actually make real content, you don't really have to be careful. You're careful in the editing process. I could literally put one of those like pixelated boxes that they put over the woman's boob or something, or like a gunshot wound where they put like I could literally put one of those over anything in my editing process. So we're good to go. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. No, don't worry about that, guys. No children in here. Other people were telling me, you got to set your stream to 18 and up. Pal, my stream has been set to 18 and up since the first time I ever streamed. Because I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I'm kind of mouthy. Some people might not like me. Hey, look, daddy gives you what you need, not what you want. If I offended you, maybe that's a you problem, not a me problem. I say this every stream, and I'll keep saying it. The views and opinions that come out of this area right here are mine and mine alone. You are not responsible for what I say. What the fuck is that shit? In turn, I am not responsible for any wacky shit that you guys say. Any of that dark poly shit, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, you talk about whatever you want. The chat is not included in my videos. I don't know if it would be at some point. Maybe. I don't know. But I feel weird about putting you guys chat in the video for all. It's on the VOD, but not if I have to edit it. Because if you edit the VOD, then the live chat goes away. So that's why sometimes you go to watch the VOD and it says chat has been disabled. That's not me doing it. That's YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. That's why we have to go over to Rumble afterwards for the after hours program. You know how it is. Please like the stream, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Rumble. In fact, I'm going to go right now and I'm going to I'm going to pin the problem Imagine Gyarados. Thank you so much for that. So there's the Rumble. I think that's right to the stream. Not even to my channel, but directly to the stream. So once we get Tommy out, once we got him. Actually, we'll do this. We'll do this. We got him over here, like over on the side, but you can't see it. So let's make sure you can see it. So when Tommy goes live, his little circle will turn pink. What does it say? So it's just Tommy boy. Here we go. See, we got that right here. We got it over here. And so when he goes live, this will turn pink. And if you want to go shoot him a follow in the meantime, go ahead. See, this is something that other people, I don't want to even call them content creators, but, and I'm not talking about one person individually either. Several people act like jackasses, and I don't know why. Look, if you're restreaming people only, you're not really a content creator. You're not creating anything. That's fine. But you have to understand that the consequences are, and I did not realize this, I swear, I had no idea that restreaming was a 4-letter word. I had no idea that there was such a bad taste in everybody's mouth about that shit. But let me tell you something. YouTube ad revenue is real. Like that guy, Asmongold, he makes like 100 grand a month. I make a little bit of money compared to some of these guys. JD Delay and all these guys, I don't want to dox their pay or anything, but they make way more than me. And I make way more than some people. So it's just a question of how hard you work. I could work harder. I'm still trying to, me and Polly had a long conversation today about AI and actually a business meeting almost. I'm actually really strongly considering hiring 2 editors that can go through my stream and pull out, like if I watch a Ben Bankus and I make a funny comment, or if some troll comes in here and pisses me off and I have to verbally assault them or something, I want to pull that out into a video. I want to be making 40, 50 videos a week, including shorts. I know it sounds like an astronomical amount, right? And it is. But not if you use AI. I think Polly got a serious education today and really high level content creation. It's really, really cool, but it's really fucking complicated. So I'm just trying my best. It was very helpful meeting Clyde. You know how many people have said that to me? I have not heard that it was very helpful meeting me so much in my entire life. Because you have to understand, guys, and here's the thing, I don't want anybody to don't allow me to rub you the wrong way. I tried to explain this to Polly earlier, and I'm going to say this real quick, and then we'll get into the show. Don't worry. We have lots of time. I talked to Tommy earlier. He didn't even leave the house, left the house yet. So I was a bad guy in wrestling for 90% of my time. Everybody starts off usually as a good guy. Unless you're really ugly, then you just start off as a bad guy. But I started off as a good guy for just that much time, and then I switched to bad guy. Every place I went to, I experienced this thing that like most celebrities experience and other people, but for wrestling, you experience this, is walking into Tommy would experience this, is walking into a room that you've never been in before. You don't know anybody in the room, but everyone knows you. That's fucking weird. Think about what I said. You walk into a room full of people, maybe over 100. Every single person knows exactly who you are, and you don't know not one person. Maybe you know one guy that you're meeting there, right? You don't know anybody. So that's like kind of like how it is to wrestle, and you go to a new promotion you've never been. So you walk in the door and all the other wrestlers and all the other crap, they're all like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And you're like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?" It's like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?" It's like, fuck. So there was one town in Texas, and I slapped their mayor. And I'm not going to give you the whole story like I gave to Polly, because I gave her details, but I slapped the mayor of a town so hard that his staff stood the fuck up. Okay. Escape Ape, free Don Lemon. That's weird. Escape Ape. It's going to be a couple hours. No, he's not in trouble. He's probably having dinner and shit. It'll be a couple hours, then we'll get to Tommy. But so I slapped, the mayor wanted to be a part of the show, right? He begged for it. And we did it, and he begged me to slap him. So it wasn't like I attacked the mayor, right? It was in the ring. And I told him, look, tell your staff I'm gonna hit you. And he's like, no, it'll be good. It'll be surprised. I want them to be surprised. I'm like, oh my god. So I slapped the shit. I'm used to people not liking me, and I'm very comfortable. I'm more comfortable with being hated than any of you have ever met. I actually kind of enjoy it. I know that's weird, but I'm still kind of getting used to the people who are here right now. You guys actually like me, and that's weird. That's real weird for me. I like it, but I'm just used to people not liking me very much. I'm not really a people pleaser. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear just to make friends with you. I'm going to tell you how I really feel, and if we line up, we line up, and if not, well, fuck you too. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all good. So let's get into the show, right? Because you don't want to listen to me talk for 3 hours. You're here for some entertainment, and we're going to start with a little comedy. I liked Ben Bankus, having him on my stream. And it was a good thing to it's nice to put in a little comedy here and there. That's why I like the Baby News Network, and they don't have a new video yet, but as soon as they do, we'll watch that. But for now, let's watch this short one. It's called Moment of Silence. Ben Bankus, here we go.
Now for a moment of silence for Renee Good. Really hope that dog's okay.
Jesse, I appreciate it. I can respect that. I'm not for everyone. I'm an acquired taste. I'm like curry. Some people, other people. I was going to give a grosser example, but let's not talk about asses just yet.
It's what you don't want when you're dealing with the police, your lesbian wife. Just drive, baby, drive. Oh. Yeah, her last name was Good. That's what I said after they shot her in the thing.
I didn't think you were
good.
Sacred. We're good.
She's dead.
It's Sacred. You never, ever, ever have to apologize to me. Ever. I have super thick skin. The fan. Look, David Starr, right? The Star of David. So I did like a Jewish character, right? Star of David from like the Jewish Community Center. Sometimes I hit people with my finisher, the pedigree shit. The name of my finisher was the crucifixion. So anyways, the fans literally used to throw pennies and quarters and nickels and dimes and shit at me. You're not going to offend me. Some 8-year-old girl gave me the Nazi salute. She knew what she was doing. Her dad high-fived her afterwards, and they were both fucking serious. You're not going to offend me. You're not.
No, I joke. I honestly, I'm not a liberal, so I don't celebrate the death of people that I didn't hate her. I didn't know her. I mean, now that I know her, I hated her.
Yep. Yeah, this is fine.
But that's the left's Charlie Kirk. They're gonna get shirts. I am Renee Good. I am a dumb, retarded lesbian. Get your shirts right now. benbankus.com. I mean, if you watch the footage, she should have been shot 10 minutes before that. The way she was acting, driving around with cops, and they gave her a break. They didn't shoot her right away because they're like, oh, she's a dumb, crazy, retarded lesbian. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's white, so she's never committed a crime before. Right? They gave her the benefit of the doubt at the beginning. Like, just get out of here, come on. And then she's...
What's up, Ramsey?
Now for a moment of silence for...
All right. So... There has been so much going on in Minneapolis. I don't even know where to begin. I there's so much. Like Tommy did that whole thing he did today, and I know a lot of you watched it over at MGD Gaming and the other places around Tommy Temper and other friends. And I know some of you watched it, right? And I was watching some of it too. Actually, I was in. I don't. You have to understand that it's hard for me to just be a normal part of chat and just respond. Then everybody wants to, yeah, I don't want to interrupt somebody else's stream. That's not cool. So a lot of the times I'd be lurking. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all like to lurk. Rebby loves to lurk. Holy shit. But check this out. Look, I don't know if there's like a specific order for all of this, but this is just out of control. They need the insurrection. Hey, we're going to do a poll real quick about the Insurrection Act, okay? It's a serious poll. It's not a joke.
Right now, 1,500 troops getting ready to deploy to Minnesota as Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey cries foul, asking me recently if it's all about blue state bias. Watch.
I would just ask you, why is the largest scale immigration enforcement action taking place where we don't even have that many undocumented immigrants? Why would it not take place in Texas or Florida or Utah, where you do actually have those large numbers of undocumented immigrants? The truth is, it's not about murder or crime. It's not.
You mentioned Texas and Florida. You just had a surge in Louisiana, and you didn't see any of the commotion that you are seeing now in your city because all of those states fully cooperate with ICE detainers. And the proof is in the numbers.
Do the poll.
Florida has arrested more than 10,000 illegal.
Please do the poll. I'm begging you. Please do the poll and share the stream.
Since President Trump took office.
For real, you know, my numbers have dropped a little bit, and I think a lot of it is due to me being kind of an asshole, and the other part of it maybe is due to people have seen the Tommy Show. You know, they've seen it. They're on to something else. It was the holidays, and they're like, okay, New Year, yeah, Portland, yeah, I've seen it. Let's do something else. So it is what it is. I try to give you a show and make it entertaining beyond just a restream of a street. You know what I mean? So if you could please be so kind as to like the stream, maybe share it. At least, you know, at the very least, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel and follow me over on Rumble too. It's Climatics TV on Rumble as well now. I got that fixed up. Hello, Joe. Hey guys, if you're just new to us or you haven't been around for a while, like Dean, Joe Kasna, is that how you say that? Kasna? Our longest reigning liberal nut job. Oh, did it put the wrong thing? Did I get caught by the autocorrect? Did autocorrect fuck me? I put insurrection. What did it put? Oh, resurrection. It put Resurrection Act. That's hilarious. Look, it put I typed insurrection. Hold on. Insurrect. Yeah, it changes it to resurrection. What the fuck? Why? What the fuck? Holy crap. This shit is broken. Why did I type insurrection and it changes it to resurrection? What the fuck is that shit? Okay, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe I've never typed insurrection before. Is that why? That's so weird. Anyways, you guys knew what I meant because you said 97% on the Resurrection Act. That's fucking funny as shit. Hi, Colleen. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, dude. I think that's funny. I like when things like that, like accidental humor happens. That's good. That's good. Accidental humor is
Florida
funny.
GP Congressman and gubernatorial candidate Byron Donalds joins us now. Congressman, thank you for taking time.
Crazy times is true.
Your reaction to Jacob Fry, mayor of Minneapolis, basically saying that this is blue state bias.
Jacob Fry is a fool. Everybody knows he's a fool. He's a democratic socialist. He does not want to uphold the Constitution. He does not want to uphold the rule of law. You want to compare Florida and Minneapolis? Governor Ron DeSantis, by the way, the best governor in the country, he actually made sure that local law enforcement in our state was cooperating with the federal government through the 287G program. Mayor Fry can do that very easily, where the Minneapolis PD will actually cooperate with ICE. But he doesn't want to do that. You see, Mayor Fry and Governor Walz, they want the crazy. That's what they're looking for. They want the AstroTurf protesters.
I didn't even say it. I didn't even tell everybody. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everyone. I owe you a huge apology. I forgot to wish you all a happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. It's really difficult.
That's what they're looking for. They're trying to stand up to President Trump because their party has no ideas and they choose this route. So that man is a fool and a clown. That's why Minneapolis has terrible leadership. That's why you're seeing all this AstroTurf protesting in the streets, where now they're shooting fireworks at ICE agents. They're throwing rocks and bottles at ICE agents. This is despicable behavior, but what do you expect when the...
Well, Ramsey says, I got an argument in the comments on my post on Facebook last night. Facebook took down my comments, but left hers, except the one where she said, egg my house. So here's the thing, right? It's rules for thee, not for me, or whatever it is. Saying that trans, or what, that the whole thing, and then saying the R word. I can't even say the R word. I can't say that on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now, but I can say, I could call Donald Trump a Nazi. So I can call the current president of the United States a Nazi, but I can't say that trans, what? You see what you see what they did there? Sup, Chuck? Sup, Chuck? Sup, Chuck? Ain't you sick of that shit? Sup, Chuck? Hey, I understand, man. I understand. People call me Chuck. I'm like, oh, I'm not a Chuck. Do I look like a Chuck to you? Fuck.
Mayor is an absolute fool.
And we even saw, Congressman Donalds, this horrific video.
That look is for you, Polly.
Agitators crashing into a house of worship, into a church, because they believe the pastor had some ties to ICE.
Jesse,
and
I can't.
There's a rich irony here, because just over the holidays, Governor Walz was...
Jesse, in like 2 hours, I'm going to lean into that word. So I hope you're here for that. I'll do it just for you. I'll lean into it.
Warning that
just like I lean into the N word when I listen to Dr. Dre songs by myself. I like growl it. I don't just say it. I'm like,
This was going to raid houses of worship and churches at midnight, when exactly the opposite has happened. He has, along with the mayor, incentivized these agitators to carry out things like you're watching on our screen now.
This is what I mean. These agitators, who, by the way, they are paid, folks. America, they are paid to do this kind of mess. These are the people who will...
So I wanted to explain to you guys, since how there's 80, a few people in here. We got 32 over on Rumble. Hello, Rumble. So here's the thing, right? I'm going to start doing what you have to model yourself after someone, right? I'm not going to be T-Sply. T-Sply is a professional video editor and content creator beyond my capabilities. And I am very comfortable saying that T-Sply is everything I wish I was, but I know I'm not. You know what I mean? Like he produces 5 videos to my 1. Okay. I'm also not going to be JD Delay. He has a certain character. It's only him. I'm not going to be all these other people. I have to be me, right? So I have to be the first me, right? So I have to model myself after someone, though, right? And so it's probably going to be Asmongold. And it's not so much his personality or what he's into. It's like his format. He takes video, like I'm watching this video right here. I'm stopping it various times to break up the copyright. I'm not being a weirdo and just stopping it and interrupting it for no reason. I'm also doing that so I can clip this piece out and make it into its own separate video. And I'm going to be using some AI tools to do that with. And I'm going to be utilizing some other people, some friends that are going to be hired onto like basically my staff. And so we're going to turn this into a big thing. And I'm going to try to break all these little, if you just stream and then you just do your stream and then you go about your life and you don't do anything with videos and you never upload it and never do any editing and you never clip anything out of your stream, you're wasting your fucking time. You are wasting your time. You have to take content from your stream and upload it. You just have to. That's how this shit works. So I need help and I'm getting the help. So please, I've already talked to the people who I'm going to try to get to help me. I'm going to spend a lot of money on some AI tools that are going to help me a lot. I turned Polly on to one of them. See what I did there? I turned Polly on to one of the tools today and she lost her shit after, I'm just going to speak for her real quick. She lost her shit after using it for 5 minutes. She was like, what the fuck? So expect big things coming soon for me. So just don't think I'm stopping the stuff for no reason, right? I have a method to my madness beyond other people. Some people they just don't listen.
People say they have a First Amendment right to speak, but they just trampled on the First Amendment right of that church to be able to worship. That's what they're doing right now. And this is completely unacceptable. But let's be very clear. President Trump and his administration, they're not going to bend the knee to the mob. Because that's
Polly,
what
you bought
the
it?
mayor of Minneapolis wants. That's what Tim Walz and Gavin Newsom, these other crazy governors, that's what they want. The Democrats have no solutions about protecting the United States, protecting their people, or having orderly legal immigration into the United States. They want chaos. They want anarchy. They want this, what you're seeing right now on your screens. It's awful. Not going to be tolerated in Florida, Texas, or anywhere else that common sense reigns in the United States.
And no signs it's slowing down in Minneapolis there.
I'm pretty good at Chat GPT.
I'm jealous of you, Congressman.
I'm pretty good with Chat GPT. I make all this thumbnail right here. Somebody yesterday asked me how I made this thumbnail. You're not going to believe me. This thumbnail came from me uploading a picture of myself because I'm not famous, and then a block of text. Oh, just a paragraph. I didn't even upload a picture of Tommy. I just described him in words. And why is my camera off? Oh, that's nice. Hold on. I was having camera problems earlier. That's why I said that the stream was going to be delayed. So just hold on. Watch this while I figure out my camera.
To the big game tonight in Miami, taking on Indiana in the national championship. I've, full disclosure, all in on Miami. I know President Trump will attend there, along with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. What are your thoughts on the game?
Big game tonight, rooting for the Canes. Florida, it's time to bring this thing home. The last national championship was by my alma mater, the Florida State Seminoles, back in 2013. It's been a little bit, but, we're going to go ahead and take care of business tonight. Excited for the Canes. They've had a really, really good eat my nose. I'm still a little upset about that, but that's all right. We stand for Florida.
I might pause because I'm accessing my external hard drive.
That's right. Go Canes. And one last
I might freeze. Don't panic. I'm just accessing my hard drive.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Your reflections on the life and legacy of the great civil rights leader.
Well, I think it's important, and especially in spite of what we're seeing in Minneapolis today, Dr. King's legacy has always been about peaceful protesting, making sure that the character of your protest, the heart of your protest is what the nation saw, what the nation spoke about. And so I think it's important, especially on this day, in light of what's happening in Minneapolis, that these protesters try to embody Dr. King. If you disagree, speak very clearly with your disagreement, but don't go after officers. Don't intimidate them. Don't try to dox them and their families. That does not live up to the legacy.
No, I'm
not one bit.
It does not, and it even breaks federal law by assaulting and obstructing that federal immigration law enforcement. Congressman Byron Donalds, thank you very much, and good luck tonight. Go Canes.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian.
All right, next. Okay, hold on.
Who turned out in St. Paul Tuesday.
Hold on, look.
Moran.
All right. T-Spy. Minnesota federal agents make more arrests. There's so much from Minnesota. We just got to cover it all. I have a little error because I accessed my thing, so it's like saying that I'm not. So hold on.
And is one of about 100 people who turned out in St. Paul Tuesday night to be trained to be constitutional observers during the current crackdown on undocumented immigrants in Minnesota.
Okay, so things are really heating up as far as how much pushback there is against federal agents in the cities of St. Paul and Minneapolis. And I've said this a lot in recent videos, but for some reason, there seems to be not a lot of attention on the mayor of St. Paul. In fact, as I make this video, we still don't even have a response from the mayor of St. Paul as far as what occurred in her city. That protest where protesters entered that Baptist church, you know, that whole thing, we still don't have a response. But I do have a video that recently showed up on the internet of the mayor of St. Paul. This is her, by the way.
I've been working with
I'm wearing. Oh, wait, I swear I'm wearing pants. Wait, is it appropriate for me to show you? I swear to God, I'm wearing pants. Look, I'll prove it. Okay. Don't look how fat I am. Okay. Look. See, I'm wearing shorts though. Look, I'm wearing shorts. Okay. I'm wearing pants though. Aren't you happy I showed you all that shit? Aren't you excited, Polly?
our St. Paul police in connecting them and working with our advocates who are on the ground, because we have to do this better. We can't let the federal government divide us and tear us apart. And the only way to do that is to ensure that our advocates feel empowered in the work that they are doing and that our PD is there to support them.
And yes, I have a big ass tattoo on my leg. It goes all the way around. I have a sleeve. From my leg is tattooed from my kneecap to the bottom of my ankle, all the way around. By the way,
in order to
don't do that. By the
and
way,
we've
don't
had
don't
really
do
great
that.
conversations. We are making sure that our advocates and our Immigrant Defense Network are getting firsthand information from our police department when we're getting that, so that they know how to prepare and how to mobilize boots on the ground. They should not have brought this fight to our backyards, but it is here, and it is critical that we all stay together, work together, and push back on this federal government. I need all of you pushing on the outside, exercising your constitutional rights, exercising your First Amendment right, while I'm working with our partners and pushing from the inside.
Okay, so leave your comments down below how you feel about what she just said. And also, make sure to please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and turn on the notifications. I go live every morning, and we go into...
Dean, I understand what you're saying. It depends on where you live. They call it a sleeve. They call it a leg sleeve here. I know some people, places, it's called a sock. You're right. But yeah, they just call it that here, so...
to detail with a lot of these different events we're covering. I don't want you guys to miss a thing. They're a lot of fun. They're interactive. You guys have been awesome.
We are currently doing a ride-along in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood as part of an organized effort led by the Cedar Riverside Protective Alliance and our allies and partners. Today is Saturday, January 17th. We have been doing patrol for about a month and a half.
Okay, so for people who are new to the party or looking into Minneapolis and St. Paul and trying to figure out what's going on,
let me change it to...
organizers have been preparing for federal...
Hey, make sure you go right now and change it from top chat to all chat, like I'm gonna do.
...agents for quite a while now. In fact, you heard her just say, we have been patrolling the streets for a month and a half. Now, federal agents have always been in St. Paul and Minneapolis. However, as many of you are aware, there's a lot more federal agents that have recently come into the city. So keep in mind, this is nothing new as far as group organizers, protesters, or volunteers watching Homeland Security. But what is new is how many more people are signing up to become this or to join these volunteer groups in order to watch Homeland.
Moran
that makes sense, Rebby.
100 people who turned out in St. Paul Tuesday night to be trained to be constitutional observers during the current crackdown on undocumented immigrants in Minnesota. The Immigrant Defense Network says citizens have a legal right to observe immigration enforcement actions and are being taught how to document what they see, either in writing or with their phones.
People have a right to observe, and as long as they're not intervening and staying a safe distance and being compliant, you can ask questions. Why are you here?
The network says similar trainings will be held in 30 cities across Minnesota in what it is calling the Brave of Us tour.
Okay, so I'm just trying to show you guys, this is a movement in which we are seeing a direct correlation of when more federal agents enter a city in terms of what's happening right now in St. Paul and Minneapolis with deportation operations and other operations, you can expect to see more pushback or more people wanting to either protest, volunteer, or get involved with groups like this. It's just simply what we're seeing right now as far as St. Paul and Minneapolis, and we're seeing it on a massive scale. Now, on the flip side, with the increase of pushback and following federal agents, we're also starting to see a lot more people get arrested. Whether you want to call them a protester or volunteer, we are seeing that a lot more in Minneapolis and St. Paul. We're also seeing clips like this. And this is from freedomnews.tv and Olia Scootercast on X.
Second reporting. We're here to arrest a child sex offender. And you guys are out here honking.
No, we're pressed.
That vehicle right there is honking and impeding our investigations while we're trying to arrest a child sex offender.
And to be clear, again, the person filming is a part of the press. Olia Scootercast is a trusted source to include freedomnews.tv as far as reporting on events on the ground. But what we are seeing is that Homeland Security is literally stopping in the middle of their operations and letting people know,
I will be right
hey,
back.
when you are getting in the way and you're trying to obstruct, you're trying to warn people, you're interfering with operations as serious as the ones he's talking about here.
That's who you guys are protecting. Insane.
Now, to be clear, Olia Scootercast is a journalist. She's very fair in her reporting. She's always on the ground getting a bunch of clips. If you guys want to go follow her and freedomnews.tv, she is just documenting. She was not participating in that obstruction or blocking. Now, as I make this video, it is January 19th. And as you can see on the screen, January 23rd, no work, no school. As of right now, there is a movement or possible protest that will occur on January 23rd on a pretty big scale. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, but this is basically at baseline what's expected.
For schools and education, not for war and deportation.
We need to build this movement further.
That's right.
What this shows is it's got to go beyond Minneapolis and St. Paul. It's got to go national.
That's right.
I want to refer to one of the greatest strikes that happened in U.S. history. The slave revolt during the Civil War. 7 million refused to work and stand up against the system.
Now, to be fair to the story, I just want to remind people the mass majority of Americans do not live in a sanctuary city or a sanctuary state. So understand, as far as wanting a mass movement of everybody not going to work or attending whatever business you have on January 23rd, again, I just want to remind people, we hear a lot of this noise and the clashes and arresting, a lot of it coming out of Minneapolis, but just to tone it down a little bit, understand the majority of Americans do not live in situations like this or deal with situations like this, just to give an equal perspective here.
An unjust system that was repressing, ruining lives. This system is destroying families, destroying schools. We need to fight back and build a movement. I also want to refer to a quote from Martin Luther King during the Civil Rights Movement. One has not only a legal but a moral responsibility to obey just laws. Conversely, one has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. ICE is an unjust, racist structure to the system that must be abolished.
Okay, so leave your comments. Let me know how you feel about this. Again, I want to be very clear here. You are
Matt Morris is like, I need 37% of Matt Morris's crowd.
absolutely allowed to protest. But one thing I have been pointing out recently, this movement to totally abolish ICE, it's becoming a little more popular than I think people realize, to just like get rid of ICE. Now, it's a lot more popular to reform ICE as far as wanting to like remove masks, wanting more targeted warrants, things like that. So I keep reminding people, you're going to be hearing a lot more of this as we get to this deadline of January 30th, as far as the funding for Homeland Security and what some politicians want and don't want.
So we're out in the community being patrollers and observers, just had an interaction with ICE, pulled up alongside my vehicle, rolled down his window with his face mask on, waved at me, and then did this, I see you. They like to play games. We're moving on to check out some other vulnerable community spaces. This is what we can do. Got my whistle. These are what our days look like, friends.
Okay, so leave your comments down below how you feel about this. Again, just to cross-reference one of the previous videos we watched, there are a lot of people signing up for training just like this. Now, I don't know if she was involved in training, the person in the video, but what we do know is that people are signing up in the St. Paul, Minneapolis area for stuff like this. What they say, legally observing. And a lot of times, a lot of these observers or trackers or watchers, almost all of them have a whistle to alert, and of course, add on top of that, honking of the horn. This is happening a lot coming out of the Twin Cities. Okay, so now let's get into the counter talking point. I spent a lot of this video talking about the talking point of, you know, we push back against ICE, we are protesters, we are these legal observers. Well, this would be the counter talking point.
It's crazy, Martha. The fact that anyone would impede any sort of an operation of law enforcement is outrageous, let alone what these men and women are trying to do. Since Donald Trump became president for the second time, ICE has arrested over 16,000 child predators. Those are the people that we want to get off of our streets. We want the gang members. We want the drug dealers. We want the, you know, of course, child predators like this guy is saying off.
And I'm going to be honest with you, in my opinion, I do think you are always going to hear this talking point as far as the main and biggest talking point against the anti-ICE rhetoric, mainly because Americans like security. So when you try to get in the way of security, that could rub people the wrong way. Even people who might say they don't like ICE, crossing that line of stopping an ICE agent who might possibly, you know, find the worst of the worst, that's where we get into that gray territory where people who don't like ICE can also say they don't like when you get in the way of every operation.
The streets, and yet because these people suffer from such Trump derangement syndrome, because this president is the one saying, hey, I want to be the president to get the bad guys out, to send them back to their home countries. We don't want them in America. Of course, they're trying to impede law enforcement. They're getting aggressive against law enforcement. They're storming churches, Martha, and it's crossed a line, I think, for a lot of people. And I give so much credit to these men and women of ICE, these federal law enforcement agents who go out every day. They know that they are doing a nearly impossible task. It's an uphill battle for them, and they're still doing it. We're incredibly grateful for all their
Okay, so leave your comments down below how you feel about this. As far as the church protesters or the investigation, I cover that on my morning live stream shows, and I only do that because I can really get into a lot of detail and incorporate what you guys have to say. You guys have been very helpful, so if you guys want information on the church protester situation, I actually use some Bible verses, some church history. You guys can go watch my most recent live stream and go look and see what's happening there. But tomorrow, I will be going into a lot of detail as well. Now, as I'm making this video, it's being reported that there are protesters at the local Target in Minneapolis protesting against ICE.
We are one. Stop fighting. Won't stop fighting. Love is one. Love is one. We are many. We are many. We are one. We are one.
What exactly do they think is going to be the outcome of this? Like, I don't understand what they think is going to come. They think doing this and wasting their fucking Saturday or whatever is going to make the ICE building shut down and stop removing criminal, illegal aliens from our country? Is that what? I'm so confused. What do you guys think they think the outcome is going to be? Weird. that Dean, you're right. Hey guys, we're gonna sit here until.
Okay,
I wonder how.
To reports, it's being.
We'll just sit here like this, and I wonder how long it'll take her to realize.
Reported that one of the main asks from these protesters is that they don't let Target use the parking lots as a staging area or targeting ICE in general. So you guys can leave your comments down below how you feel about this. I figured I would throw it into the video and let you know this is happening today on January 19th. Okay, now here's where things get interesting. As far as this pushback
She
against
still
Homeland
doesn't know.
Security, recently the chief of police for Minneapolis, and I can't show you guys the interview, you guys can go look it up. Recently, the chief of police actually reported that the police chief says 911 lines are flooded with complaints about ICE agents. Now, it should also be reported here on screen, to be fair to the story, that was requested from the chief of police himself, where he said, if you feel like something is wrong and you don't see something right, even if it's a federal agent or you don't know who it is, call 911. So we are actually seeing, I don't want to say the consequences, but we are seeing this reaction within Minneapolis, and presumably it could be St. Paul as well. We don't have that data.
Hey, like
but
the stream,
apparently
please.
the 911 phone lines are also being
Smash
flooded,
the like.
according to the chief of police. Again, looking at this overall pushback and what it's like on the ground in Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Nope.
Okay, so I
Still.
hope you guys enjoyed the video.
It's been like 3 minutes now. She still doesn't know.
As I make this video, Homeland Security is talking about how many people have been arrested here recently
3 whole minutes.
since the start of this operation. And it's a lot, in the thousands
Brain
plus.
dead.
We're also talking about a lot of protesters have also been arrested. And as I make this video, it looks like criminal charges will be brought upon some of these protesters who went into that church. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of pushback against federal agents, but there's also a lot of pushback against the protesters who crossed that line, or possibly a legal observer who might cross that line as well.
What happened?
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I was
I did.
as fair
Thank you,
as possible
Teaspoon.
for you guys, giving all the different talking points.
Hey,
and please
go
pray for peace.
subscribe
I
to
always request
T-Spy.
that at the end of all my videos.
After you subscribe to
Please
me.
pray for
Thank
peace.
you.
We need that right now.
All right. Let's see. What's next? All right. So, Cartier. Oh, this is such a good one. Okay. So, did anybody see about Don Lemon? Does everybody know who Don Lemon's stupid ass is? Does anybody not know who Don Lemon is? Hey, Mickey Mo in the house. So, does anybody know? Yeah, Dr. Fish. I actually agree with you to some degree. Yeah. Okay. So, you know who Don Lemon is, and Don Lemon, I think he's gonna go to jail. I think he's gonna go to jail.
How are you?
Good.
To see you. They're getting the operation together again. This is.
This is a Cartier family video. If you don't know who they are, here we go. Right there. I know it says Cartier, but the way you say it is Cartier. 1.65 million subs. You probably know these guys. As soon as they pop up on the screen, you're gonna be like, oh, I know exactly who you're talking. Yeah, they actually live 20, 30 minutes away from me. We live very close to each other. I would love to collaborate with them. So if they ever see this, hey guys, reach out to me. Yeah, I will come to you. I will bring breakfast too. What the fuck? I'm Jewish, so it's gonna be bagels. But you'll like it a lot. Okay.
An operation that is secret, that they invited folks out. Can't tell you what is going to happen, but you're going to watch it live unfold here on the Don Lemon Show. There are for this reason, it may look like MAGA coded, but there's a reason they have so many white people here. I'm just going to be honest. It's because of the operation that they're doing today. It's important to have allies, as they said, white allies here. So that is.
Yeah, of course, I won't stop it a whole bunch, but of course you understand I have to stop it a little bit. You know, when did all this white-black shit restart? Because for a long time there, nobody gave a shit what color anybody was, right? You know what started all this race shit? Barack Obama. That's when it all started.
Is what I could say. I turned our camera off of them because they're giving some critical information here.
You think I'm wrong?
There we go. Everybody's
If somebody thinks I'm wrong, tell me.
Let's go.
I'll listen to you.
Thank you guys for allowing me to be here.
Okay,
Thank you guys.
Okay.
How are you?
Lox and bagels. I'll fuck up some
I'm
lox
not
and
saying
bagels.
what it is, what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
this is Nakima Levy Armstrong. She's on the show
Nakima
on
Levy
Friday.
Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways. This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there. And then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what we're about to go do right now. We've had a lot of success with the times we have done Operation Pull Up.
Yeah.
After George Floyd was killed, we went to the Police Federation head's home and staged a demonstration there. We also went to the head of the U.S. Marshals from Minnesota after Winston Smith was killed by the U.S. Marshals. We went there after Dante Wright was killed.
Hold on, bro. So these people are planning on pulling up to a church.
Yes, they're
They
getting
didn't
paid.
plan on it. They did it.
Who's paying them?
They did it.
No, but yeah, right there they were planning it, and this is it.
Yes.
Okay. All right, bro. I before we see this, guys, I'm about to get upset.
Before I say this, it's crazy that we haven't seen no other religious group.
No
that is
other
the-
religion. They're not playing with any other religion like that.
People who are wearing the uniform now, you think they're patriots?
I don't think so, especially those ICE agents.
That's what I'm talking
hell no.
about. Yeah. Well,
No, they're terrorists. They're traitors.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your service. I appreciate.
Today we had the honor to protest with Nakima Armstrong and the Racial Justice Network. Just like Jesus did, we went into that church and we flipped tables peacefully. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities? I'm not going to comment. You have no comment, exactly. As you can see, all these pretend Christians, all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No! Jesus would dine with immigrants. Do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens.
Hey, you can't.
You are a fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you?
This wouldn't have went down in my
You're
church.
sinners. You're pretending to be Christians. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people...
Is it just me, or can you always tell the guys who have never really had their ass kicked? Because believe me when I tell you, I have gotten my ass kicked quite a few times in my life, and it is fucking humbling. And you can always tell by someone's like mouth and how aggressive they are that they have never had their teeth knocked the fuck down their throat. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy odd man out, but this dude right here is the problem with our country. People like this, there's no reasoning with him. You cannot sit down and have a 30-minute rational conversation with this guy. He just barged into a church while people are trying to worship and screaming at them for not spending their lives protesting again.
are starving. Living real comfortable while the people starve. Living real comfortable while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're all living real comfortable, aren't you? Shame on you. Do something. Stand with the Somalis. Stand with the Latinos. Quit ignoring this injustice. He wears a suit and tie, and he hangs out with Christy.
Wow. Oh, wow.
This has gone completely out of hand. No other.
Do you think, question time, okay? I'm being serious, and I don't need necessarily for you to answer this in the chat unless you just want to, right? But just think about this. Talk to you and talk to your friends and your people about this subject. Do you think that if Donald Trump was the fascist dictator Hitler type that they claim, a king? Do you think if Donald Trump was a fascist king dictator, he would allow a guy like this to even exist at all? We wouldn't be having this problem if Donald Trump was the ruler that they think he is. Go do this shit in North Korea or Turkmenistan or Pakistan, any of the stands, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, any of the stands. Go do this shit there. Go do this shit in China or in Go do this shit in Moscow and have a fuck Putin hat on in the middle of Red Square. I believe that they would just fucking probably kill you in the street, right? Like, am I ignorant about that?
The religious group would be subjected to this type of assault. Like, what happened to freedom of assembly? What happened to freedom of religion? Now they're persecuting or attacking Christians for joining a peaceful Sunday service, minding their business, getting fed by the Spirit as if they're the problem, and then berating them because they don't align with your liberal ideology, and then talking down on the pastor for having a suit on.
Ain't just against the FACE Act.
It's like gays for Palestine. Like, what the fuck? Chickens for KFC, right? Jews for the Nazis, right? It's like, you know what it is? It's like when I was doing the wrestling shit, right? Because of the gimmick I did, I got contacted by Jews for Jesus, and I'm like, you know what a Jew for Jesus is? A Christian. The fuck? It's like, why are you embarrassed to just say that you're a Christian? Being a Christian is a good thing. Of all the things you could be, don't you think that Christian is on the positive list of shit? Why would you need to be Jews for tangent? Sorry for the tangent.
This is against a lot. This is so wrong on so many levels. But you know what? At first, my initial thought just now, I was like, well, somebody should have whooped the shit out of them right there bad. But actually now, thinking about it, who did that proved right there everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Just that, how that went down. These are the two types of people we're dealing with. People who are in the church, minding their business.
Canada can have the Second Amendment, Jesse. All you got to do is join us. Just 51st state. With the 51st state could be like, hey, I just read earlier today that like one of the provinces, I don't know anything about Canada, but one of the provinces actually like voted to secede. Can somebody verify that? I don't know which one it is. Edmonton? No, that can't be right.
Are just worshiping God, doing what they're supposed to do, and the people ran in there to disrupt that.
I have to look it up.
In the name of justice.
You know why they did it though, right? Apparently, one of the people that is a pastor there. Is
Rob, was it Alberta? Alberta. Okay.
So
Calgary, Alberta, right?
But that's kind of weird.
This is not. That didn't help anybody. That didn't
that's
help
where Bret Hart.
That just shows who's truly the fool in the situation, and that it is good and evil. Like we say, this is a spiritual battle, and this is, to me, this right here, this specific example.
Shit, Second Amendment. You want to talk about loving the Second Amendment? Where I live in Texas, you don't even need a license at all. There is no carry permit here. If you are legally allowed to purchase a gun, you can carry it on your hip. There are regulations, of course, but you can carry it on your hip like the old fucking West. That's for real.
This is good.
I don't have a carry permit because I don't need one.
This is a lot more about the people who are in the streets fighting. These white liberals are very
my driver's
problematic.
license.
They're very
that's my
trouble
permit.
Causing. Like everywhere
it says
they
I'm
go,
a resident of Texas.
There's always an issue. They're just looking for people to attack and berate because you're not aligning yourself with their wild views. Like now you're mad at people who peacefully
constitutional
chose
carry,
to go to
right,
church
exactly.
and do their thing because they're not fighting and fighting for people obstructing the law. It's truly ridiculous. I just don't understand this at all.
You know, it's crazy that they didn't get arrested for this, but people, well, what was it? Christians that went to abortion clinics singing and trying to stop them.
I'm a few years over 21.
Having abortion went to jail, but these people ain't went to jail for this.
That's a crazy good.
Hey, you're not going to offend me if I miss Tommy going live, or if somebody goes live in Portland and you think it's hot. don't be shy. Say something, and we'll flip over to Rumble, and you'll be the catalyst of it, right?
Point right there.
It's insane.
Point. That's insane. Yeah, bro. Guys, there's no other religion. Like Christianity is the most persecuted religion in the world. If you look at the numbers, the most people that die from a religion is Christianity. So I mean, I think that shows.
Hello, Teeters.
Correct. Sorry, but man, wow,
this is sad.
I don't even know exactly like what to say because I'm split between saying something crazy and trying to
find it, fix it. Right. I made the thumbnail with Chat GPT. Good luck.
In the Bible,
I know. Gonzalez, I got it up right here. I know. He's probably going to text me.
Now, Don Lemon. Don Lemon, after this goes.
That's one of the benefits of being friends like I am with him, because he'll text me and he'll give me like a countdown type of thing. I'm about to be out there and whatnot. But you understand, guys, I can't dox his current location, what they're doing, where they're at. Because, I mean, I know where he's at and what he's doing right now and how long it's going to take. But I have to keep that information to myself. You understand? There's some nefarious fucks around. You know what I mean?
Sure, the pastor. Oh, my God.
Is Travis still in jail? Do we know that?
Do it, Don Lemon. I forgot. He was there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, bro. This dude, bro. This dude right here is a clown, bro. Go get your red nose, bro.
What do you think of this? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
By the way, I might say a few things about Matt Morris just out of fun, but I really respect Matt Morris and I like him quite a bit. I don't really know him. I never really talked to him, but yeah, no. He was kind of a part of the catalyst of me streaming like I have been. So shout out to him. However, I just want to say I'm convinced that his voice is not necessarily how he sounds all the time.
But there were folks who will say, I have to take care of my flock. Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution and the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest. Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ. I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though. We're here to worship Jesus. Yeah, that's why we're here. Yeah. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about. Don't you think Jesus would be understanding we're about and love these folks? We're about spreading the love of Jesus. But did you try to
Tony, that's crazy.
That's everyone is willing to talk. Okay.
I want that.
My family, so I asked if you actually would all
seriously. If that was what my stream was like, Tony, I literally, seriously, not even joking. If every time I streamed, I made like $800,000, I would quit my engineering job and I wouldn't even think about it, Tony. I would not even fucking think about it. By the way, Tony, is that your wife? God damn, dude. Good for fucking you, dude. Holy shit.
So leave this building. You don't want us to chronicle what happened? Unless you're here to worship. I'm always worship. I'm a Christian. We're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not the judge, but clearly this is not Christian behavior. You will know them.
Well, even better,
fruits.
Tony.
These are not the fruits of a Christian.
Imagine all the people that got mad about the fraud and just
more chapters over on Rumble. What's up?
And just did this. Just for a protest.
That would never happen.
It's interesting. Like they're directing their rage at innocent Christians who have nothing political going on. It's just like they're just looking for a group to target, and Christians are an easy target. No other religion is subjected to this type of action, this type of behavior. And it's like now you're trying to punish them.
I've been trying all day to get Donald Trump and somebody from the Department of Justice to look at the video of that girl burning the American flag, because correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm stupid, but wasn't there an executive order signed already that says that if you burn the American flag, it's 1 year in prison? I literally have the HD quality video of that fat bitch in the pajamas burning the American flag, and I want her in handcuffs, and not in the fun way either. Calm down, ladies. That's not what I meant. Relax.
For not aligning themselves
50 Shades of Cly is not ready to go yet. That's for Rumble later on.
I don't even know what to say about
that. That's right. I said that
You're doing it, and you said you are a Christian not out here doing this. You, Don Lemon, just said you were a Christian, and you are disrupting. If you're a Christian, you wouldn't have it in you to do that. You could not do that. Before you would do that, the Holy Spirit would tell you this is not right. Going and disrupting, like I know all people seeing this and that, but this, guys, Don Lemon, come on, bro.
He could have waited outside.
Come on, bro.
It could have waited to service.
Come on, bro.
over
This
or
is high level evil. This is insane, bro. This is insane. These people. This shows though. This shows. This is all you need to see to know.
These people have come into our house and they've interrupted our worship.
Gonzalez, right. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Gonzalez, bro. After that, they were sitting on the other side of the blue line. Yeah, like doing like gym, like writing something in like little rocks or something. What the fuck happened to the blue line? Meaning gym. Man, I just. Oh, you know, this is the part of me you may not agree with. I love my president. I do. I love Donald Trump. But I don't think he's doing enough. Like, who the fuck cares what a random circuit court judge thinks? Send in the National Guard. Just pull up a bus and just arrest everybody, like 4 or 5 every night until nobody shows up anymore. I just keep arresting the entire group. Everybody, all of them. What other choices are there? Seriously, what if you have a better idea? I would love to hear it. I will make a video about it. Seriously, I want to hear it. If you have a better idea than pulling up a bus or 2 or 3 and just arresting everyone, I'm talking about Antifa, Patriots, everybody. Just arrest everybody. They can keep them for 24, 48 hours. Don't have any charges. Just take them off the street. And just next night, do the same thing. And next night, do the same thing. Just 3 or 4 times. What's the other option? This back and forth smoke, pepper ball crap with the gas, that's not working. It's just pissing the other side off. It's like slapping Mike Tyson. What the fuck are you doing? It's not gonna. You gotta shoot him in the kneecap. You know. So we have to shoot the situation in the kneecap. If somebody seriously, type it in the chat. I will look at it. If you have a better idea to clean up Portland, that intersection, I want to hear it. I'm serious.
Peace, and we try to proclaim that, and this stirs division and rancor, and in the end, it's not helpful. Ultimately, I believe they've lost.
Tony P, you're a legend.
House of worship. Everybody's gone home. Their point has been proven worthless, and so in the end, I think they lose. But more importantly, if I was to break into any of their houses uninvited, cause derision and upset according to their values, I would be kicked out ultimately. It's not a good way. I feel violated. I feel interrupted. I feel angry.
May I ask you something? When you were saying if you had showed up at their house,
that's crazy, Colleen.
They're saying that people are showing up at houses where they're citizens or without due process.
Okay. You see,
that's crazy.
This is the shit, my brother. This is just like, I'm just so speechless about
Freedom
this.
Compass.
This is extremely.
Hey, congrats on 1,000 Rumble followers, Clyde. Just the beginning. Freedom Compass. Thanks for the $5, guys. Hey, guys, if you're not subscribed to our friends over at the Freedom Compass, please do so. Shout out to friend of the show, really good guy over at the Freedom Compass, guys. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
A spiritual battle. This is good versus evil. This ain't no more right versus left. The party we're so accepting of people and their beliefs.
Here's the difference between our side and their side. I can full on totally support Donald Trump. I would vote for Donald Trump to be king for the rest of his natural life right now. I can say that, and I can also say I wish he would do a few other things differently. I wish he would do more here and less here. Sometimes I wish he would shut the fuck up more. Sometimes I wish he would shut the fuck up less. Sometimes I don't think it's enough. Sometimes it's not perfect. You know, like, do you divorce your spouse the first time they piss you off? No. Like the 12th time they piss you off. You know what I mean? You got to give them some chances. You don't just give up on the relationship. They do one little tiny thing, right?
In their culture and the things that make them, whether it's being gay or your
Jesse,
race
I'll look at
or
it.
any other thing that you identify with. But whenever you identify with Jesus Christ, now this is the problem.
Well, they look at it as white supremacy.
Okay, so it's like,
don't be a bum, hit the thumb. You didn't spell bum right.
Think
That's
about
okay.
when they say white Christian voting base.
Yeah.
So
no, this is evil, bro.
This is truly
this is evil.
Absurd that they just chose a church to go protest at and berate and attack just simply due to the fact that they're looking for people to be mad at. It's like these people have nothing to do with politics, and it's like we're supposed to be accepting of this because we're black. First and foremost,
I do the
before
same thing,
anything,
Colleen, when I
Christian,
watch
I'm a child of
streams.
God, and this to me is highly offensive. Just like this older man said, this is completely pointless.
They want to watch too.
You're
Send them a
proving
link.
your point worthless, and you're wasting everyone's time. Like if you want to go protest, cool. Go to the scene or go in the street. But why would you target a church? Like you really think that this video and this type of imagery and messaging is going to get people to stand behind
That's
you?
what I'm saying.
this low key make me want to tie it to this church. Actually,
I mean, this shows you that this is truly a spiritual battle. Like these people are godless. They're looking for someone to be
miserable.
mad at.
You have to be miserable to go out of your way to go to where people are enjoy. Like
dude came in the church hollering at them, and then when they told him to leave, he talking about touch me and see what happens. I swear to you guys, if this happened at my church here in Houston, this would not go this way. First of all, my church has police security, number one. So that's one of the reasons. But I just know if someone came in our church, hooting and hollering, charging our pastor like this, yelling at people, I'm sorry, I go to a church with a lot of young black men. We're not going for that, brother. You're not going to come into our home, our place where we get fed with the spirit and fellowship with our fellow Christians.
I haven't seen that name in a long time. What's up, Taryn?
Us like this. The Bible says turn the other cheek.
But that's why
I would have had to take a moment and pray because I would have been
that's what I'm
irate.
saying. But that's why these people
back in the day,
they really won though. If you think about it, because now this proves such a point to me that it's like there is a right and a wrong side in this situation here. It's clear. This ain't no. You take politics out of this. A group of people who didn't agree with another people's line of thinking went to their house of worship and disrupted it. That is wrong. There's nothing you can debate about that. And other people, what did they do in response? Nothing.
Leave.
They continue. Their worship music is still on.
Yeah. I would like to point out a point here, make a point here.
Tony P, coffee money, bro. Hey, thank you, Tony P. I love you, bro.
This point, how can you call yourself
Thanks for his $20
and sit by and let this stuff happen? While
what's
these
up, Spin?
Christians who are
nothing, man, just doing the show,
not putting themselves in harm's way, letting y'all come in their house and tear them up. And you guys are trying to insult Christians and attack Christians, saying you're not a real Christian for allowing this to happen. But these people you defend don't even accept our religion. They don't even have our same values, our same morals. They're Muslims, and they want. I'm not going to disrespect the Islam people because I believe in freedom of religion, but it's like we don't have the same values in religion. So
and yet
like,
they don't go stop them.
That's what I say. Why are you expecting me to go lay my life on the line for these people?
No. But not only that, but instead of you just let them do them.
Right, Colleen, I agree.
That's what we do in America. That's how America was built. But you aren't okay with that. So you take it as far as to go into the church, the religion of the country. It is a Christian nation. Imagine if you were in Iraq and you go into or any of these places and you went and did that against Islam, they would have chopped their heads off right there.
But they doing it in Nigeria right now.
That's what I'm saying. So imagine if you went inside of it, boy. Come on,
That's
bro.
why, hey, you should have seen the tweet. Nicki Minaj said Don Lemon needs to be in jail.
No, Don Lemon is, bro.
He's pushing.
I didn't like him, but now the level on which I don't like him is so deep. I'm sorry, Lord forgive me. But
all the liberals you don't like.
Now he's number one.
He's number
he
one.
is public enemy number one for me.
Say.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian,
I appreciate
and only
that.
if you're a white male.
2 months.
Wow. And so, yeah, I absolutely 100%, but it's an intimidation tactic. And, I said, I don't understand how I've become the face of it when I was a journalist. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there. And I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how did I become the face of this? And my producer said, Don, you're a gay black man in America. And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think.
Yeah, bro. I
Who's
appreciate-
entitled?
I really
Who's
hate
entitled?
Don Lemon, bro.
You go
This is
because you
truly-
are a gay black man in America. You think that you could go into someone else's house of worship and disrupt it, and then you be the victim and you call them entitled. The level of delusion is actually insane to me. This is blasphemous. Do not say that you are a Christian. At least if do not say you're a Christian to do that, bro.
But I can't do that
insane.
on
I just
YouTube.
he
I
calls
have to do it
himself a
on
Christian,
Rumble.
but his lifestyle is in
You will know nothing about that fruits.
in complete and direct disobeyment of the Lord's teaching in the Bible. So it's like, to me, this is ridiculous. To me, this is absurd. To call them entitled and then you saying, "Oh, I'm a gay black man in America," so gay black. All right, you're using your 2 entitlement points and your woke cards to try to defend yourself and paint yourself as a victim when you are the one who publicized this. Made this.
I do have
made
a
these
few
people feel
feed-
comfortable knowing that they're.
So I do have a few feeds from Sparta Brander. What's up, Benny? Benny this morning found out Don will face KKK. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you so much for the 2 months. We do have a few scenes here, a few live streams from Portland Ice. I kind of wanted to wait till Tommy, so we'll wrap up the show
big
portion,
jungles,
the
dog.
YouTube
Man,
portion,
go in there, hoot and
and then
holler,
we're going to be
and then
going to Rumble pretty
you
soon, guys, because
verbally
it's
assault these
starting to
people for
pop
just
off a
going to
little
church,
bit.
and you think you're
It's starting to pop off a little bit, and I'm going to restream people who probably don't necessarily care for me too much. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that and get away with it is if I do it on Rumble. So
in the right? You think you're the victim?
No, the level of delusion is unmatched.
And then
You
they
got the
say,
liberal white woman right
oh,
there.
white supremacy. You're in Minnesota. Of course it has white people.
But it's weird that he say white supremacy and he's getting plunged by a white man.
Come on, bro.
This don't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense, but this is hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is insane. This is insane. And only think about it. Okay, if you identify right, I identify as a Christian. We identify as Christian. That's what I am. They ask you what you identify as.
Tinker.
That's what I identify as. Okay.
Hey.
But if you talk to him, he's
For everybody saying like some sort of negative stuff about Tinkerton, he sure as fuck did get attacked by that dude today, didn't he? He got his shit broken or something. That's fucked up. I don't care who you are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because I like people and I dislike people on an individual basis. Tinkerton's been cool with me. A little bit of something, but whatever. Doesn't matter to me. He hasn't done anything to me, right? So I have no problem with him at all. But he did get attacked today. So hope he's okay. Hope his shit's not broken beyond repair. You know what I mean? But he did get attacked.
I'm a gay black. So your sexual orientation and your race, that goes before. But you say you were a Christian. No, bro. That doesn't, like, come on.
No,
bro.
it was
This is
a
so
guy
wrong,
in
so
a
many levels, y'all.
little goat
We didn't go.
cart. It was like a little goat cart type of thing. I watched it. It was a guy like in like a little I don't know how to explain it. Like a little seat with wheels, something or other. I'm not really sure exactly what it would be called, but
the practice like that church did.
all right, let's
And
go to
keep
the next
peace
video.
on here. But hey, shout out to that church.
Shout
Y'all
out to
must
the
be doing
Cartier
something right
family.
for the-
They have such good videos. See that play button on the back? Ooh, when I get the play button, I'll get it. Hey, so please subscribe to my channel, like the video on Rumble. If you could repost it, the little pill that says repost, that'd be badass if you could do that. All right. So here's a new person, right? Not new for me, but probably new for you, maybe. His name is Decoy. You see how many subs he has? 1.05 million, right? So his name is Decoy. It's Decoy voice. It's hard to explain. You may or may not like his voice. This is just a test to see if you guys like this guy. But this is Minneapolis is Lost is the main name of the video, okay? And it was released 1 day ago, so.
Flag was just assaulted by a group of white.
Well, we'll start it over. Hold on. Sorry.
A brown man wearing his country's flag was just assaulted by a group of white people, demanding he take it off or they will hurt him. Now this sounds like what the left-wing media has been warning us about for years, except these were deranged leftists attacking a conservative for wearing the American flag.
Take it off! Take it off! You're not going to! Take it off! It's going to hurt! Take it off!
as anti-ICE activists are now patrolling the streets, demanding
Okay. Oh,
everybody
good.
pledge fealty
You
to
know
their
him.
mob
Good.
or be mercilessly beaten. As it started with old women asking photographers for
I
evidence
like him a
their
lot. I watch
SUV
him all the time.
isn't an ICE vehicle, to now accusing random tech employees of being ICE agents.
We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country.
Do I look like an ICE agent? Holy Christ. The way you guys are, I don't support ICE either.
Then why do you
Oh. Okay, hold on. I want to address this because this is fun. This is funny. Meredith says, if you're looking to get in good with Matt Morris, offer some help on getting him set up with some merch in this chat. Is literally screaming for it, and he has none at the moment. No. You misunderstood what I was saying. I don't want to get in good with Matt Morris. I want to steal part of his crowd. I don't want to be his friend. I'm his competitor. I want his success. I don't want to help him. What the fuck would I go and help him sell merch for? What the fuck would I do that for? That's all.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
Even going after anybody that just appears masculine.
Are you ICE?
Fucking help somebody else get
Do you
rich.
like ICE? Say ICE! Say it! Say it!
Tater tots in the house.
Guys, right? That's right. Say it proud. Say it proud.
The subtle cell phones will never stop, as simply having a job informs them that you're not on the same side. As they try to use the power of the angry mob to scare you into compliance, just like that other left-wing movement that destroyed entire cities on behalf of liberal lies. But unfortunately, sometimes their mob
River
beats
Rat, I'm
members of
closer
their
than
own
you
team.
are. Don't be an asshole. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe I'll surpass him. Maybe I'll surpass him. How about that shit? You don't know. How many videos do you make?
He's one of us. Okay, good. I'm one of us. You all right, dude?
Well, the trolls are out early, guys.
How do we know? How we know?
The trolls are out fucking early. I love it.
I don't know. It was one of us. I'm with them.
To which the local sheriff
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Thank you for the good luck. I need it. Matt Morris is a great content creator.
You guys roll my
He is.
He's all bloody. Yeah. Is that Jake?
I could be so.
sadly,
Hey,
this will-
I know what I just said, but honestly, I could be so lucky as to have even, like a fraction, like 20-30% of Matt Morris's success. But that's all I need, 20-30%.
will always happen within these leftist angry mobs. You can't expect law or order from a group specifically out to dismantle it. We, again, saw it with the BLM rioters smashing out the windows of their supporters.
Why are you?
Here's the chicken. I had the chickens out there, I see. I'm looking at another stream. I can't put it up because the person will
The
lose
naive
his
idiots
shit
think
if
they
I
can thumbs up their
restream
way
this guy.
into safety,
He don't
always
like me.
eventually get harmed by the mobs they themselves helped empower. But sadly, sometimes the leftists get it right and actually attack who they're looking for.
Medical help. He needs mental help. Mental help. The bleeding is down.
Clive, someone said lefties are trying to take down
And
streams
unfortunately,
hit
law enforcement
MD.
was nowhere to be
So
found.
that's why
the
they
mob
are
actually
here.
tried to end a right-wing influencer, as Jake made an announcement.
Yeah, but
he
they
would
can't
be
take me
burning
down,
their
though.
religious book outside City Hall. To which
They
he was
can't
quickly
take me down.
surrounded
I'm an
by a
actual
sea
real
of
channel.
angry leftists,
Nothing
even needing to
personal to
save
anybody
some
else,
lady also being attacked, only for him to be.
Yeah. Nothing personal to anybody else, but I'm about to up my videos by like 5,000%. So I make videos. I have like almost 400 videos. I've been monetized for several years before I met any of you. So they can't take. They might be able to take other people's channels down that just restream with no addition of their own, right? But look how much I've talked half this entire time. It's not because I talk too much and I won't shut the fuck up. I have to do it on purpose to break up the copyrightness of it all, you know? I have to make this a show of my own. Matt Morris does it, Asmund does it, Benny does it, all the top people do it. Somebody said I would never be as big as Matt. Hey, maybe, probably not. He's pretty damn big. I'd be a millionaire if I was as big as Matt Morris, right? All I need is 37% of his crowd to come watch me, and I don't ever have to do engineering crap again, ever, ever, ever. So I'm not going to give up because a couple people think that I can't do it. Hey, if you don't have that kind of motivation for your own self, don't put that shit onto me, because I am highly, highly motivated and highly aggressive with my business practices in a good way, you know? So I don't give up. Let's put it this way. Well, let me put it to you this way. You should never, I'm about to give you a short motivational speech, and then we'll finish with this decoy video, okay? You should never give up. No matter what anybody tells you that you can't do something, you should never fucking give up. You should never let someone else dictate your life. It's not their life, it's your life. You only have one life to live, and you should live it in your way, the way you want to, and do the things that make you happy. If you have a dream or a goal and someone laughs at it, you should use that laughter as fuel for your own personal fucking fire. I remember being in the wrestling ring, training, not even having a match yet, thinking that this is really fucking hard. I am not super athletic. I cannot do this. And I just kept thinking about all the people who laughed at me when I said I was going to be a pro wrestler. I was voted most likely to not be a pro wrestler in my high school senior newsletter. They actually put that shit. And I proved every one of those motherfuckers wrong. And you can prove whoever those people you're trying to do, and someone says, oh, you can't do that shit. Fuck that person. You should use that shit. What the fuck happened? No. What? What just happened? Did we just crash out? Wait, did my stream just turn off? Am I back? Hello, guys? Am I here? Because my stream just like totally shut off. Are we good? Oh, we can hear you. Okay. Freedom Compass, what's up, bro? All right. So anyways, the point I'm trying to make, guys, is and this is kind of sappy, but just forgive me. I remember being in the ring, getting stretched into a fucking pretzel, thinking, what the fuck is wrong with me? What am I doing? And then it just hit me. If I fail, I let all those people who laugh at me win. All I ever wanted to do was have one match. One match. And I remember when I was 7, 8 years old, I was at Starrcade 85 with my parents. That's like the major show for the NWA. And I told my dad when I was 8 years old that I was going to be a pro wrestler someday. And he laughed and he said, good luck, kid, you're going to need it. And he was right. But I didn't just need luck. I needed those people to laugh at me. I needed the people to make fun of me and tell me that it was fucking impossible. You have to become the kind of person that if they say it's impossible, that makes you want to fucking do it even more. And not only did I become a pro wrestler in the face of like 1,000 people who laughed at me, but I am legitimately not that title's not a joke. I am legitimately in the NWA title history record books as the 2-time NWA Texas Junior Heavyweight Champion. And I was the active current champion during my 10-year high school reunion.
Be dragged down into the crowd.
I think they're pulling him out.
They're pulling him out. They're pulling him out. Leave.
Eventually getting mercilessly attacked, where I can't show it here, but several videos captured him being beaten by basically everybody. And as he was eventually able to walk away, he reported he was actually stabbed by somebody, to which another angle shows if it wasn't for his vest, he definitely would have been ended. Now, of course, it isn't smart to go somewhere like Minneapolis to burn that book, but the same way I don't like it when someone burns the American flag, I still think it's an American right to do it. But somehow in an American city, your freedom of speech is no longer protected, as the leftist mob will literally beat and try to end you, and it wasn't necessarily even to try to stop him from doing it, as even when he was fleeing, they kept beating him.
That's him! That's him! Is that him? Is that him? Yes! Open the door! Oh my God! Drive!
It's really disappointing that there were no police to protect him, and knowing in Minnesota, if he used any two-way tools to defend himself, I wouldn't put it past the local DAs to put him in prison forever, solidifying that in deep blue cities, the leftist mob dictates your freedoms. Whether you're a right-winger practicing free speech, or you're a tech employee getting a coffee, the angry mob controls you. Now at some point, Minneapolis police came out to dish out some light shoving. And even though the National Guard was seen just outside the city, it seemed they never were deployed, despite the reporting that there are now 2 Army battalions on standby, and they're likely going to need it as these activists are now arriving armed. I really hope this won't end in violence, but with how Governor No Balls Walls and Mayor Afraid fail to do anything, this will likely continue to get worse until President Trump is forced to intervene, which is exactly what happened with those other anti-ICE riots that went on for weeks over in LA, as so-called Minneapolis activists on hyper-left Reddit are telling each other to record farewell videos in the event they are ended, and they're actually doing it.
This is a message from my mom. If I am executed by ICE officers today, it will not be because of anything that I did. This is a historical moment for me.
And I don't know what's worse, that an information desert like Reddit, filled with bots and censorship, is telling activists, get out there in the streets even though your life is at risk, or the fact that these useful idiots are reading this astroturfed nonsense and saying, yes, I accept those terms. And that's not even the stupidest thing they're doing.
Demoralizing ICE by telling them that you're gonna sleep with their girlfriends is historical. It's called pulling an Axis Sally. Axis Sally was this radio personality during World War II who tried to demoralize the enemy by saying things over her broadcast. It was all Nazi propaganda, but the Allies hated her. So let's all think about pulling an Axis Sally and telling ICE we're gonna their girlfriend.
For a group that's allegedly fighting fascism, they really use a lot of fascist strategies, as I don't want to be too mean and say, I have yet to see a single lady at these anti-ICE protests that I would be worried about them stealing our wives, because that detracts from the fact that they call their right Nazis, then turn around and get giddy about doing exactly what the Nazis did to Americans. You'd think they'd realize the irony, but that would require thinking, and they don't get to this point if they knew how to think. So if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription and you'll subscribe to Decoy.
Tommy is on his way to some degree. I guess I could say that he's on his way out there. I do know when he's going to be, but I can't say publicly. You have to understand, a lot of people watch me that maybe don't like Tommy, you know, and they watch maybe thinking that maybe I'll fuck up and dox his location, but I'm not going to do that. So, all right, so I'm sure you do know this is Sheriff Grady Judd, and he is someone you don't want to fuck with. And if you do, you will find out real quick. Oh boy. I lost like... Oh, it looks like I didn't lose... Okay, a lot of people went over to Rumble. Okay, that's what happened. I was like, damn, I did a motivational speech and I lost like 60 viewers, but that's about how much my Rumble went up. So we're good. This guy's awesome. Terrace, Syria, Islam. See that sort of thing, Polly? See this? That kind of thing? We gotta time this out. We gotta hide user on this channel. I don't know what this is. Anything with like letters at the end of that, that's like spam. You know what I mean? There was Nazis in America, 15,000. They had a rally. Joe, finally, Joe, some actual facts that are true. You're right. They did do that. That was a long time ago.
He just shut down this woke reporter. He's America's sheriff. Check this out.
Next question. Yes, ma'am.
This question is for Sheriff Ray Judge. Since participating in the 287 Jeep program, how many undocumented immigrants have been transferred?
Well, I don't call them undocumented immigrants. I call them illegal immigrants because that's what they are. The reason they're not documented is they're not legal. Okay, they're illegal immigrants. 74% of the illegal immigrants that we've detained have had criminal charges against them. Okay, the other 26% were riding with them. Okay, so when we stop a car, we run a warrants check on everybody in the car. When there's a call for service, we run a warrants check on the victim, the suspect, and all the witnesses. Okay, we call that 26% collateral. But 3 out of 4 of them have committed another criminal charge.
That's an amazing statistic he shared, because y'all know Democrats, they're always saying, undocumented immigrants, they commit less crimes than American. How is that so when he's saying 75% of them have already committed crime in this country? Yeah. Separately from... Yeah, they're already a criminal the moment they walk in the country, then they commit more crimes. Yeah.
Think about that for a second. They couldn't commit that crime if they weren't here, but they did. So now you're having to take your taxpayer money and my taxpayer money and pay for the prosecution of those folks, pay for the public defender that defends them, pay for the jail and the prison sentence depending on what the charges are. So and the majority of the 26% that was left out of the 74% of them had criminal charges. They were what we call collaterals, and most of them were with the person committing the crime. And that's the numbers that we have so far. And those, so how many illegal immigrants have we arrested this year? We've arrested 557 that have criminal charges as well as they're here illegally. That's just this year. But here's the thing that, and let me focus on this. And I know on social media people have already tuned out, but you need to tune back in and listen to this. The reason that you see ICE flooding into Minnesota and Minneapolis and into Los Angeles, into these big cities, is because they refuse to turn over the illegal immigrants who are being arrested by the local police department where there's outstanding ICE warrants.
Wow.
If they would have simply, instead of fighting back and pushing back against the federal government, instead of violating the federal law, which is what these leaders have done there, if they just said, look, ICE, we don't want our police actively engaged in ICE enforcement, but you can come in our jails, and as we make arrest, you can go through your evaluation process.
What's up, Amy?
And remove those criminals that are committing crime against the citizens of the United States and against each other.
Yep.
You can remove them. Then they wouldn't be flooding these big blue areas with all of these ICE agents.
They have enough evidence to arrest the governors, the mayors of all these blue areas, because they're hindering ICE intentionally. Yeah. So why don't we arrest these people? Yeah. These politicians. Yeah, Trump hasn't. I mean, he's doing a great job getting these people out of here and closing down.
Do you like the stream?
I don't think he's doing enough.
Hey, we're going to be switching over to Rumble only soon. The Rumble stream is pinned at the top of the YouTube chat. We're going to be we go to Rumble every night, guys, for the after hours show, so that we can just play whatever happens. It doesn't matter about any of the music or whatever is said. They can say R word. I can say the R word. We can say all kinds of trans this and that. It's going to be great. So if you would be so kind, though, as to like the stream, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Rumble. And over on Rumble, there's a little pill-looking thing called repost with some arrows. If you could hit that repost button, then we could populate this stream with a lot of people. We already got 114 people over on. We got more people on Rumble right now than YouTube. That's weird. Crazy. That's good. That's good. I'm happy about that. I like Rumble a lot. So we got a few people. We got Tinkerton. We're gonna put up. We're gonna put up another one here. He probably doesn't want me to put up his stream, but I'm going to anyways, because we'll be on Rumble and there's nothing he can do about it. I'll even put the guy's ad up. We'll see. And don't worry, it's not Mercado or anything weird like that, right? So I think Tommy's pretty close to being out there. I'm not really exactly sure. Let me text him and see where he. I don't want to bug him too much, you know what I mean? But if he goes live and I don't catch it, please. Please, no, not Billy. If he goes live and we miss it, say something. Speak up. So we'll stop the video and go right over to Rumble right away.
He could be throwing these people in jail. They're obstructing ICE. Yeah. And they're saying it for the whole world to see. So why ain't our federal government arresting these politicians? Yeah. Federal.
Let me see. Let me get everything set up real quick.
So it's the policy and the laws that the California and the Illinois and the Minnesota and the Oregons and the Portlands and the city, it's the laws that they've passed that's created the environment for ICE to have to go in there and do it all on their own. And it puts the ICE agents at additional risk. The local law enforcement officers have already taken the risk to arrest these people. They're in custody. They're locked up. They're in a county lockup or a city lockup someplace or a state lockup for their causes. But yet they're telling the city, the county, or the state prison system, turn these illegals that have committed crime back out into the community on our people.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't see why they can't arrest these politicians. They already breaking federal law right there when they do that. When they willing let these people out of prison, out of jails, and put them right back in the community. They're breaking federal law.
And so if ICE can't get help from the state and the local folks, then they have to send more resources in order to do the job. All of this could have been avoided.
Yeah, and then on top of that, what makes it worse, the governor of Minnesota, the mayor of Minneapolis, what are they saying? They're calling them Gestapo, Nazis. They're kidnapping people. Yeah. So why can't you arrest the mayor up in Minneapolis? Why can't you arrest the governor up there in Minnesota? I know they just released that the DOJ is doing a criminal investigation into these two, but what is there to investigate? Yeah, not only, I mean, we have freedom of speech in this country to share our opinions, but it doesn't give you the right to slander a federal agency. Yeah. It's like y'all could have arrested these people a long time ago.
All of this could have been, you don't see that happening in Florida. You don't see ICE sending 1,000 people down here to go into Miami or Jacksonville or Tampa or Orlando or our big metro areas. You don't see that. You know why? Because we're cooperating. And this same environment could be in every one of those states if the state had cooperated.
You know what? Like Minnesota and all these blue areas, they're actually killing their own citizens with their policies. Yeah. Just like the whole truck drive, they're giving all these licenses to illegal immigrants. And these people out here just killing people. Democrat policies kill people each and every day. Yeah. Look what happened to Renee Good. That's all through propaganda. That woman is dead and gone. Another kid lost his life, a trans kid, lost his eye.
Oh, thank you guys so much for reposting
all
it.
because of the garbage that Democrats
Hell yeah,
speak to
thank
their
you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah, but the governor of Minnesota.
So many people just reposted my stream. Thank you so much.
They're gaslighting their constituents and saying this is Trump's fault. Yeah. That he's disappearing people. All these things are self-inflicted by Democrat politicians. He's ripping apart families. This is all liberal, well, not liberal, progressive talking points. Yeah, propaganda. Mm-hmm.
But instead, you've elected a bunch of people there, governors, primarily, House and Senate members, mayors, city commissioners, county commissioners, that said, hey, we're going to let these criminals that are here illegally committing crime against the people of the state of California or Minnesota or wherever, we're going to allow them to come back out into the community and commit more crime against you rather than turn them over to our federal partners.
Look what Democrats call these people. We're protecting our neighbors. That's what they say. Did y'all give them due process? No, we're looking out for our neighbors. These are not your neighbors. They mischaracterize everything. Jasmine Crockett just came out today. It's called ICE. What's the verb she used? Modern day slave patrol. Yes. Like all these people could be impeached and incarcerated and sued civilly, but nobody's doing anything.
Yeah. I think you can charge them criminally.
Not only criminally, but civilly. The things they say.
Yeah.
That's why you're seeing all this scrum all over the nation.
Well, I think people in Congress that you can't. I may be wrong, but you can't sue them civilly.
You should be able to. You can impeach them.
Cause Jasmine Crockett, she said that in Congress on the House floor or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why she gets away with it. That's why they get away with it.
But people like that abuse their power in our democracy, in our constitutional republic, excuse me, they should be impeached because they're bad for our nation.
Yeah.
Slave catchers? So disingenuous.
What you expect from a black Democrat from Dallas, Texas, or Houston, wherever she's from? I don't expect.
She's from the pits of hell. Is what she's from.
Yeah.
That's why you're seeing it. If they were cooperating like Florida was cooperating, there would not be the protest. There would not be the conflict.
Yeah.
People wouldn't be angry.
Renee Good be
They
still
wouldn't
alive.
be going to businesses because they would be caught up like they are in Florida when they're committing crime and we turn them over to ICE. They're already caught and they're out of the country. That's why you're seeing this. It's created by the law and the practice and the policy of the elected officials at the state level, the county level, and the city level, telling them to oppose federal law. Now, why in the world you want those people in those positions?
I can tell you why, because they're pretty much idiots, morons.
Yeah. And they need these people for congressional seats in our House, in our Senate. That's why.
But the Democrat Party, I've said this before, they've galvanized the mentally weak, the mentally ill of society. Those people are not smart at all.
Yeah.
That's putting it nicely. All right to oppose the law, that think more of the criminals than they do the suspects. I don't know. That's why we call this the free state of Florida, because we're for the people. They're for the criminals.
Yep. Mic drop. that damn Grady, man. That's America's sheriff right there.
Sheriff Grady Judd.
Yeah, look at all the problems in Illinois. Look at all the problems in Minnesota, California. Look at the people that's getting injured and maimed. People losing their lives. None of that is going on in Florida because they know how to run a state. Republicans know how to run a state, and Democrats, they don't. They don't know how to run anything.
Democrats know chaos.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy? They blame the right for it. And then the
Gestapo.
Yeah, but then the Democrat voters, their constituency, they believe it. Why? Because they're stupid.
We want ICE out of our district. We want them out of our state. We want this terror to
What's up, Lorraine?
stop. The lives of people are being interrupted.
We're just getting going, guys. We're waiting on Tommy.
For the
things set up.
president to target
Late
our
show's
state.
gonna start
So,
soon.
in order to defend fraud, Minnesota's mobs are taking to the streets with the backing of their sanctuary leaders who say they want peace, but are totally inciting something else, which to many looks like a full-on insurrection taking place on the streets of Minnesota and in the minds of the brainwashed, with help from paid armies of agitators, all to protect illegal fugitives and scam artists who may soon be in jail for ripping off our country.
Can we ask you about the daycare? It's all right. It's all right. Can we ask you about the daycare? $2.25 million.
Get out, you guys, get out.
You all have decided that this resistance is not one that can be intimidated. We are showing the nation that regardless of what the tyrant in the White House believes, this is our country.
Extremely angry agitators try to smash their way into the weapons locker and may have gotten their hands on bullets and at least one gun. People were damaging cars, smashing windows, spray painting them.
You know, they want to tell people to go ahead and protest, but what they're literally doing is encouraging more violence, whether it's our governor, Tim Walz, who's been a complete failure. But in this case, you don't have to go very far to look and see who is fomenting all of this violence. And to claim that these people are peaceful, Charlie, they're yelling, save a life, ICE.
It's licensed for 108 children, but I don't see any footprints of any children here.
You literally cannot make this up. Look at this right here. The people at the center of this fraud scandal, they're the ones saying figuring out what's going on is a waste of money. And what nobody's talking about is when we hear nonsense like this from Representative Omar, from Governor Walz, or any other sanctuary politician out there, these people are not preaching politics. Oh no. Instead, the rebellious socialists of America are fighting for their very survival, because with each box of evidence extracted from another fake daycare or health center, the American people grow more and more outraged over the plundering of their future. And what's crazy about this is these same socialists are trying to win the 2026 midterm elections on an affordability crisis they and their fraudsters created and continue to enable, which started 4 years ago with a wide open border that robbed legal residents of the opportunity to buy homes and find jobs, making life unaffordable, something sanctuary cities still do by harboring fugitives. Meanwhile, the same money that's supposed to provide childcare and health care for struggling Americans working 2 or more jobs is winding up in the hands of those who hate our country, and in some cases aren't here legally either. But that brings us to the real reason these mobs are just taking over Minnesota, threatening to start a civil war that sweeps over our entire country. These people, they're defending crime because it is the platform of their very existence and of their power, which explains why they spend the evenings storming downtown offices, destroying hotels, and surrounding the local ICE facility while following around federal agents 24/7 to try and free folks who broke our laws to get here and stay here and do not improve America because they're criminals. Meanwhile, the fraud schemes here, they're still happening. We're discovering more of them every single day.
My name is Nick Shirley. We're just looking for advanced mobility. Where's advanced mobility at?
We don't care about advanced mobility.
That's what we're asking for. All right, we're looking for advanced mobility. Nobody can help us right now. We got a whole group of people trying to get us out of here. We're looking for advanced mobility.
We don't care about advanced mobility.
Advanced mobility doesn't exist.
So as Nick Shirley just showed us, you go into a shopping center, it's supposed to be full of these businesses, in this case a mobility company that's getting money from the government to exist and to operate, and nobody seems to know where it is. And the people who might know where it is, well, they certainly don't want some guy with a camera figuring out where it is.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at
chat
for several minutes. I might have missed a bunch of shit.
And meanwhile, we've got the governor of this very same state that says he's on top of it. No, he's not. And what about Representative Omar?
Republicans have repeatedly stated that you committed immigration fraud. Are you at all worried about a formal investigation that could perhaps lead to your deportation?
Are you one of those people?
I don't know what that means, but are you at all concerned?
Do I look concerned?
I guess not.
Okay.
All right. What about the Minnesota fraud hearing? You didn't show up for that. Do you think you should have?
Why should I have?
Talk about dodging accountability. She's running away from the very affordability crisis her party has created. You have an affordability crisis when you open the border. You have an affordability crisis when you take the money that's supposed to help people afford their lives and give it to fraudsters. But now the question is, why is she out there riding around in the back of a pickup truck rallying the mobs?
How about Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar? In February of this year, she shot down claims that she's actually a millionaire.
Oh, yeah?
She wrote, my salary is $174,000 before taxes. I don't have stock or own a home. And I'm still paying off my student debt. So if you're going to lie on something that is public, maybe try checking my financial statements, and you will see I barely have thousands, let alone
she says
millions.
She's broke.
Well, people have checked the public records now. Ilhan Omar apparently has a net worth upwards of $30 million.
That's a lot of money.
Somewhere between $60 and $30 million. And get this, it's because of companies run and owned by her husband, who in 2023 had a net worth of $51,000.
Wow.
In 1 year, that $51,000 grew from $6 to $30 million. 3,500% growth.
I mean, if that isn't something that deserves investigation, I don't know what is. What a great business plan. Marry a politician who then helps you get rich. I guess this is why we see her out there stoking tensions, because if people start looking into this, could they find something? And are these mobs out there to stop an investigation? Are they out there really as foot soldiers of this regime, this fraud regime, to protect it and make sure nobody discovers what's going on, to potentially turn the American people's minds against the idea of ICE being anywhere?
Our governor is saying, you know, we're at war with the federal government.
Yeah.
He claims that he can call the National Guard out. You know, they want to tell people to go ahead and protest, but what they're literally doing is encouraging more violence, whether it's our governor, Tim Walz, who's been a complete failure, or...
Right, that's exactly what's happening. They're saying they're at war with the federal government, and these are the same people who are potentially being investigated, and in Tim Walz's case, definitely being looked at under a microscope. We're literally witnessing a criminal empire fight for its very survival. That's why they're not denouncing any of this stuff. That's why they're keeping these fraud armies on the streets, stoking violence, telling them that they're not alone, telling them that they've got the backing of law enforcement and their governor and their representatives, and we're all behind you, and you're out there defending and protecting your neighbors, as if the illegal alien criminals who recently attacked law enforcement and are here and are possibly connected to a Venezuelan gang are your neighbors. They're not your neighbors. They came into the country without permission. They just got here. That's not your neighbor. And they're here at the expense of the law-abiding. Neighbors don't come into a community and plunder that community somehow by bringing illegal activity to it or committing crime in it and making it unsafe. That's not very neighborly. And it's also not neighborly for people to run fraudulent businesses that steal money intended for the law-abiding to just use it to line their own pockets. And that's the other half of the thing that's being defended here. The last thing the sanctuary leaders of this place want is for fraud schemes to keep popping up, keep getting uncovered. Little mobility companies, little fake daycares, little fake treatment centers, because every single one of those that gets discovered is being run by somebody who's living very well off the backs of everyone else in this country. But now there's talk that the president might have to use the Insurrection Act to restore order in Minnesota, because look at who it is that these mobs are defending. These are the three guys.
Are in custody for what the Trump administration
These are the three guys that attacked the agent.
Murder.
All right, so this is what's going to happen, guys. We need to go ahead and switch on over to Rumble. We can finish the Cash Jordan video, and I'll put on some one more stream. We'll wait for Tommy to come out, right? But there's some happenings going on. I need to put it on right now. So, we are going to go to Rumble so I can put up the goodness, the good stuff, right? The juicy stuff, right, guys? So, the Rumble stream itself, the actual stream, is pinned at the top of the YouTube channel, or the YouTube chat. Please go and click the Rumble link now. See you guys on Rumble. Rumble, the video is better, the audio is better, and it's freedom of speech. I can just let it play, and what they say, the R word, I'm going to lean into the R word in like 90 seconds from right now. So we're going over to Rumble. Well, we already are on Rumble, but we're going to close down the YouTube stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, motherfucker. Thanks for watching me on YouTube. Hey, like and subscribe. Peace. I almost hit stop stream. Don't do that.